Mfundishi13, MEDJAY, Nab. I'm gonna go in today on the brain, my favorite organ of the body. You know, the largest organ of the body is the skin. I learned that, actually I did. Yeah, I'm out here, I'm reading, like always. My favorite book. It's in my top 5, if y'all can see it. Mfundishi13, Spirit of the MEDJAY Warrior by Mfundishi13. That's I adopted my name from. So since the topic is about the brain, I want to get in great depth about the brain. If you ever buy the book Mfundishi13, the Spirit of the MEDJAY Warrior, this will be page 26. One of my favorite writings. Okay, I will begin to read. Page 26. You are never alone. In an attempt to let us know we are not alone, countless spirits call upon us from the depths of our bones. These are what we call our spirit allies. They have been with us before our physical journey and continue to be with us during this life cycle. It is important to realize that when we feel something is missing in our life, when we feel disconnected or displaced, these feelings are signs for us to repair our connection with the divine spirit. Remember, the divine spirit is not in this world. How can it be in a world that isn't there? The divine spirit is in your mind. That's where both the solution and the answers are. Okay, let me break that down. Let me recap, as they say. The divine spirit is in your mind, meaning you are the brain. That is intrinsic. That is very intrinsic. Reason being, if you're taught that when you smoke cigarettes or do any harm to the temple, you're only hurting a singularized organ. Like when you smoke cigarettes, consciously you think you're just hurting your lungs and your heart. So this is how being taught not about the brain works. So you're doing harm to the body, and I'm gonna put it as an aspect of just smoking cigarettes. I'm gonna put cigarettes out there. So, all right, basically it's like this: you smoke, and you have the conscience of, okay, I'm hurting my heart and my lungs. The truth is, the heart and the brain is like parallel. It is parallel. I mean, 100% parallel. One cannot function without the other. Not only you damage your lungs, it's the heart and the brain. And the brain is the software, hardware, the RAM, the memory, the starter, the ignition. It's the program that programs you to navigate through the matrix. You would think you would be taught deeply about a specific organ, the lobes, the frontal, the occipital lobe. Okay, you might get the pineal gland, which some call it the third eye. My brother James Neely taught me it's the first eye because you do see with your brain. This is just the window. that is the importance of the brain. How many people don't know that life exists in the mind? We was taught life is outside of us, but knowing that you one with everything, it makes life a duality. Nothing is greater than you, nothing is less than you. Meaning, there's nothing to fear. When you get into religion, something is greater than you. But our ancestors understood the divine energy. I'm reading and I can feel it, and it makes sense. And it's in English, and we understanding and comprehending. That's the divine. Understand you are the brain. Spinal cord, vocal cord, eardrum, heartbeat. You're an instrument to an instrumental to a song to stay in harmony. That's actually my quote. It will be in my book, Life is a Game, The Creative Player. That's coming soon. Know that you are the brain. Everything you put in your mouth affects the brain. If you ask me, it affects the brain first. Your sensories, everything is contained in the brain. Your feelings, your thoughts, the world, the life, the unk is in your cranium. That's why people say, stay ahead of the game. Stay ahead of the game. In your brain, you actually have a black substance that's scattered across your brain stem. Black. They call it the black matter. And you have a you have a section where it's called the pyramid in here. So our greatness is even in the brain. It's a section of the brain that has a section called the pyramid. Life is a game. You play chess, the queen runs the board, the king protects the queen. In your brain, you have pawns. On the chessboard, you have pawns. Mfundishi13. Dua, Ashe.